Hello there, and welcome to the podcast In the Ancient Heart of Varese. The journey begins with the anti-aircraft shelter. During World War II, as in many Italian cities, Varese also had to face the dangers of aerial bombings. To protect the population, an air raid shelter was built in the heart of the Giardini Estensi, an underground structure hidden from view, designed to provide safe refuge during air raids. Today, this shelter stands as a valuable testimony to everyday life during wartime. Walking through its walls, one can almost feel the breath of those difficult moments, the tense silence, the hopeful waiting, and the sense of solidarity among those who took refuge there. The air raid shelter of the Giardini Estensi is not just a tangible reminder of military history, but also a symbol of the Varese community, a reminder of how, even in the darkest moments, humanity can find strength and hope. If you find yourself in Varese, I highly recommend visiting it to immerse yourself in this chapter of local history and reflect on how peace and safety are precious values to be cherished. And now we are going to Piazza Montegrappa. Piazza Montegrappa is an important square in the city of Varese, located in its historic center. It is the hub where all the city main streets converge, including Corso Matteotti. In Varese, one of the most common architectural styles is the fascist one, known as rationalist architecture. And Piazza Montegrappa is a perfect example of this style. In ancient times, it was called Piazza Porcari, or Piazza Padella, due to its triangular shape resembling a frying pan. In 1927, the architect Vittorio Baglio Morpurgo was commissioned to redesign the square. His plan included enlarging the area, which led to the demolition of the entire neighborhood on the southern side of the old square. Shortly afterward, in 1934, a competition was held for the design of the buildings that would surround the square. The winner was architect Mario Loretti, who went on the design of the current Chamber of Commerce, the Torre Littoria, and the IMSS building, and other private structures. Among these buildings, one stands out above the square, the Torre Littoria. This tower was built in the rationalist style by Mario Loretti and was constructed between 1937 and 1938. It has a dominating presence with a stark, squared and austere appearance. Now we are going to Arco Mera, co-located in Corso Matteotti.
In the mid-19th century, Luigi Mera purchased the building where a passage was opened between the seat of the civil power, the Palazzo Pretorio, then the town hall, and the religious heart of Varese, Piazza San Vittore. Construction began on the 25th of May, 1850, and the arch was inaugurated on the following 5th of December. To give the arch an elegant appearance, it was adorned with pillars made of just stone and topped with statues. For those unfamiliar with just stones, it is a fine calcareous sandstone with reddish and grey hues, often used for decorative elements and interior cladding. Additionally, if you look above you, you'll notice a design painted on the ceiling, a small detail added to enhance appreciation for this celestial decoration. After World War II, 8 marble plaques were placed on the inner wall of the arch, engraved with the names of the fallen from Varese in all wars, from the colonial campaigns to the Second World War. Approaching the end of Corso Matteotti, you'll find your left Casa Veratti. In the heart of Varese, just steps away from the Palazzo Estensi and the public gardens, stands Casa Veratti, a building dating back to 1571 that tells the story of the 19th century bourgeois elegance. Originally built in the 18th century and once owned by the influential Veratti family, the house still preserves the refined charms of neoclassical architecture, clean lines, subtle decoration, and a noble atmosphere that welcome visitors with understand elegance. The structure was originally a convent, designed in 1568 and completed in 1571. Following the reform of religious orders in 1789, the monastery was suppressed, and the complex was sold at a public auction, eventually purchased by Pietro Veratti. Years later, in 1986, the city of Varese acquired the former refectory from the Veratti family. Today, Casa Veratti hosts art events and cultural initiatives that bring history into conversation with contemporary art. Its main hall, adorned with frescoes from the 18th century, often serves as a venue for concerts, lectures, and festivals that enliven Varese cultural scene. Outside, a small park filled with flower beds offers a quiet yet charming green space, perfect for a peaceful stroll among picturesque corners. Visiting Casa Veratti means stepping into the past, breathing in beauty, and rediscovering the city from a more intimate and spiritual perspective. And at the end of the journey, we'll show you the remains of Teatro Sociale. Inaugurated in 1791, it was the first theatre in the city to be managed by Shareholders' League, whose members purchased private boxes and participated in its cultural life. The name Sociale reflected this collective management, making the theatre accessible to a broad and diverse audience. Many stars of the time performed in this theatre, just to name one, Totò appeared here. Throughout the 19th century, the theatre hosted numerous performances, including operas by Giuseppe Verdi, the renowned composer of the era, making a major cultural center in the city. However, due to structural issues and poor maintenance, it was closed in 1937 and later demolished. Today, the Teatro Sociale no longer exists physically, but its memory lives in the cultural history of Varese. In its place now stands a building marked with a plaque in its honor.